Hey guys, welcome back to Creative Corner with Miss Megan. I'm Miss Megan and I'm excited to bring you guys some Valentine's Day themed STEM fun. So Valentine's Day is coming up and it's a day that we celebrate love and the people that we love and family, and we try to show our appreciation to them through nice gifts and cards and flowers, and there's lots of hearts, and it's a lot of fun to celebrate the people that you love on Valentine's Day. So we are going to do a couple of fun things that will teach you some stuff and help you to show somebody special that you love them. So our first thing that we're going to do is we're going to make this kind of super cool Valentine's Day bracelet. Now you might be looking at this and wondering how this is a Valentine's Day bracelet, aside from the fact that it's partly pink. There is this cool thing called binary code, and that is what computers use to communicate with each other. So we might look at the alphabet and see the letter A, but when a computer reads it, it reads it as a string of numbers, of zeros and ones. This bracelet spells out the word love with different colored beads to represent the ones and the zeros, and extra colors to represent the spaces between letters. And you guys can make a bracelet that spells out love as well. In your Creative Corner bag, you will find a printout that looks like this with the binary alphabet on it. So it has all of the letters and shows all of the combinations of zeros and ones that make up the individual letters of the alphabet. You will also find 3 different colors of beads, and there's different combinations in every bag. You will have 4 of one color, 15 of another color, and 13 of another color. And so one thing that I want you guys to do is count on the letters that spell love. See, I've got them highlighted on this one here. Count how many zeros and how many ones are in each of those letters to figure out which color you need to use for which. Go ahead, I'll wait. Great job, you guys are right. The ones, there are 15 ones spelling out the word love and 13 zeros. So you have 15 of one color bead and 13 of another. So let's get started. You'll also have a pipe cleaner. This is what your pipe cleaner is for. So to start out, we're going to start out with the first letter in the word love. What is the first letter in the word love? It's an L. So we're going to find the L on our sheet and see what combination of ones and zeros makes the letter L. So it starts with a 1. So we're going to take one of our 1 beads, and it'll be a different color bead for you guys than it is for me. And we'll start with 1, and then we'll do 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0. Okay, so we've got the first letter. That's the letter L in binary. How cool is that? So what are we going to do next? Are we going to go straight to the letter O? No, that's right. We're going to show that there's a space. So we're going to get our third color of bead and slide that on to show that there's a space. So you guys are going to keep doing that with all of your beads until you have spelled out the word love on a bracelet that you can give to somebody that you love. How cool is that? And if you count your ones and zeros and you want to spell out a different word and you have enough beads to do that, you can go ahead and spell out a different word. If you have some beads at home, you can spell secret messages and things. You can do this with anything that you have multiple colors of. Legos, you can spell out messages in Legos to each other now that you have your alphabet in binary. How cool is that? Okay, so we are also going to make something that you could give to someone as like a Valentine's Day card. This is what we're going to do today. So this is something that is called quilling, and quilling is when you roll paper up really, really fine into tight little spirals, and then you make a picture out of it. It makes a 3D picture like this one. And we are going to do some easy quilling today to make a Valentine's heart. In your kit, you will find a full piece of white cardstock and 2 short pieces of white cardstock, and these are going to form the base and the outline of your heart. You will also find 3 sheets of construction paper. You will find purple, pink, and red. And you're going to take that construction paper and cut them into tiny strips like this. So I already cut mine, But you guys can pick whatever size you want to use. You can do it yourself. You can use a ruler and measure. You can make them all different widths, but you're going to cut all of those pieces of paper into strips. So I did 1-inch strips in case you have an adult person and would like to make them exactly like mine. So then we're going to turn them into spirals like this. How are we going to do that? So there's a couple of things that you're going to need for this project that are not in your kit. You're going to need glue, of course, and you're going to need a small container to put your glue into like I did this one. Now you can use anything. You can use something recyclable at home or something that you can throw away, a paper plate if you have it, whatever is on hand. And you're also going to need a small paintbrush or something else that's of similar size. I have tried this using a pencil, and they do spiral, but they don't spiral quite as well. The paintbrush is a little thinner, and so it makes a better spiral. So you can use the paintbrush if you have one. You could use a skewer if you have one, maybe the handle of a spoon, whatever you can find in your house that is a small but hard surface, so that you can take your strip of paper and wrap it around like this. So then you're just going to slide it off the end, and when you let it go, it will form a neat spiral, just like these. So we're going to do that again, just to show you guys again. You're just going to take it and you're going to hold it with your thumb, or with whatever finger works for you, and then you're just going to wrap it around. And if you need some help, that's okay. We're all about seeking help when we need it here at Creative Corner, because sometimes we all need a helping hand. Ta-da! And we've got one of our spirals. And the smaller your object that you're wrapping it around, the smaller your spiral is. You could try to do it without anything to wrap it around. I haven't tried that, but I can do it now, and we'll see how it turns out. And it'll give you an even, a different shape. Possibly an even tighter spiral. Ta-da! Yep, there we go. That one gave us an even tighter spiral, and that one is more like a square because it had folds in it as I was wrapping it instead of being circles. So there you go. You can figure it out. Your spirals might look a little different, but you guys are going to have lots of fun trying to figure out how to do that, and I'm excited to see your results. So now let's put it all together so that we can make a heart. So the tricky part is going to be forming the outside of your heart. You're going to take your cardstock and lay it flat, and you're going to take your two shorter pieces. We're going to get some of our trusty glue, and you're going to run some glue along the very top, or along one of the edges of your shorter or your thinner strips. You might need some assistance with this. It's a bit of a tricky process, and that is absolutely okay. We all need help sometimes, and we always encourage asking for help when we need it here at Creative Corner. Alright, so once you've got the glue on, you're going to curve it to form half of a heart, just like this, and press it down. And you're going to have to hold it for a couple of minutes while it starts to dry to make it retain its shape and stay upright. But when you're done, you will have the first half of a 3D heart. And then we're going to repeat that process with the other piece. So we're going to run our glue along the edge. Make half of a heart and match the edges up with what's already on there, and then hold it down for a minute. And your heart might turn out a little bit lopsided. Mine always do, and that's absolutely okay. We're not necessarily striving for perfection here. And then when we're done, we have the outline of a heart, just like that. Now for the fun part. I am going to slide this one aside and show you. You might need to give this one a few minutes to set good. You could put a book on top of it to hold down. It might help. So I'm going to show you. I have got another one partway through the process over here. So now I'm going to show you how we're going to fill these things in. This is where your container comes in handy. So we're going to you're going to pour some glue into a surface that your adult person does not mind you getting glue in. And you're going to take your spirals and dip them straight into the glue. And get a lot of glue on there because we want them to hold good so that the end is all covered in glue. And then you're just going to push them down inside the frame that we've created with the cardstock. And when you're done, you can fill it in as much as you want or as little as you want. This is Creative Corner. We value creativity. You can form any kind of pattern that you want, and when you're finished, you will have a lovely filled in, beautiful heart that looks like it's made out of roses. And you can give it to someone special, or you can keep it for yourself. You can be your own Valentine. That's absolutely okay too. And I want to see pictures of all of your projects. Come by the library, come see me, show me what you've done, get some books on Valentine's Day, tell somebody that you love them, and have a great Valentine's Day. We look forward to seeing you next time. Bye everybody.